Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Carrie here from Carrie Counts Cash. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing good. This is a pre-night shift cash stuffing filming for our first paycheck of February. It's a magic month. I'm super pumped about that. And I've got some new pretty stuff here. I ordered from one of my fellow Canadian cash stuffers. She's actually in my home province, Sophie's Savings, and she sent me some cute little savings challenges. I ordered her Zodiac challenge and then her mystery savings challenge. And I don't know if we'll do this one this year. I'm still kind of just playing it by ear because obviously we're kind of past, like, there's one scratchy for a certain amount of days. And then this one we'll just kind of do like when one of our mini challenges is done with. Then she sent me some cute freebie stickers, which I always love stickers. She knows me. This was a freebie as well in the package, and I may or may not use this. Your girl decided she's not doing Valentine's Day. Single Pringle over here, loving the black motif, just the vibe. So that's what we're doing. So we'll see. But then she did send this thank you card. It says, Carrie, thank you for your support. I hope this package brightens your day and inspires you to save and budget. To show my appreciation, take 10% off your next order in my shop with code Happy Days. Thank you for bringing a great support to my shop and YouTube. I appreciate it. P.S. Feel free to share the discount code, Sophie. So absolutely go support her. She deserves it. She deserves all the love. If you have not checked out her channel, go do that. And I will figure out when I'm going to start using some of those challenges. But to get started, what I want to do is we'll count up our change first, put it in the jar, and get going with our cash envelopes. In cash today to stuff, we have $2,365. So we have a pretty decent amount. I did work some overtime. Shoot, was it last week? I think it was last week. Because especially where I said I wanted to go on vacation, I said I would fund my vacation with some overtime. And although I did make like $1,000+ just working that one overtime shift last week, I decided to put half of that towards my trip spending. So we'll figure that out. If we need to move stuff around, we will. And I'm hoping that we're gonna book the trip tonight or tomorrow night because it's the coworker that I'm going with is working both nights with me. So I might have an update for that. I might not. There's just been so many moving parts over the last couple weeks. It's been insane. I said last time that I wasn't quite ready to share with you. I might do that as we get into the video, but I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's count some money. Let's get going, guys. So we start with the bigger coins first. I have more than I thought I did. We have 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So 9. And then we have $10 here, $11, and oops, just a sec. This is $12.20. So $12.20 is what we had in change this week, which blows my mind because I was not expecting that. Which is good because we don't have much left in our cash envelopes. I kind of blew the budget quite a bit, so we've rearranged some stuff for this week. We will start with spending. That's the one I have here first. We're gonna do $20 to spending this week. Chances are I will use this. I have been buying a lot for a potential trip and just like comfort spending. You guys, I think you've all been there. but I've really been struggling with like just some stuff that's going on with me, and just, you know, comfort eating and comfort spending and doing the full 9. So that's what we're gonna do for next period. Self-care, we're not actually gonna do much. I have decided that I'm gonna take a break from my nails. They're gonna look horrible the next time you see them, probably actually the time after that. But I'm not gonna get them done until right before I go for my trip, I think. So we're gonna do $10, but we're not gonna go crazy in here. And this is just like anything that I feel like I need to buy myself over the next couple weeks to maintain my sanity, I'll take from there. Groceries is going to get 200. It's usual 50, 100, and then $20, $40, $60, $80, $100. So $200 here in total for groceries. I did pick up another overtime shift on Friday, February 2nd, which means I probably won't worry about groceries until after that. But does anybody else hate grocery shopping on the weekend? Like, it is crazy busy. It's impossible to do anything. It just really, it's a lot. And that's saying something because I live in a smaller community and I don't have to deal with half of the people that y'all probably do when you guys go out anywhere. Gas, we spent most of this. We have $45 left. And what I'm gonna do is I do have an IOU from my bingo challenge last week. I was all over the map when I was filming videos last week. I was not organized in the least. I kept forgetting stuff. So what we are going to do is we are just going to flip to the bingo challenge here. That is number 2. And I'm not going to count this, but I'm just going to tuck this money right in there. So challenge number 2 is bingo. Last week we rolled a 50 and we only had a $5. So we owed this challenge $45, and that is now taken care of. If I could get my fingers to work. Perfect. And I had budgeted for that separately. The gas money rollover I was going to put in the 100 envelopes like I usually do, but I elected to just reallocate $45 to my savings challenges, on top of what I had already budgeted for. So yes, the 100 envelope saving challenge is getting nothing today, but we have 2 more stuffings this month, so hopefully we can make a dent in it at that point. Gas is going to get $135. That's a different number, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get gas today. I desperately need it, and gas is going up. Again, it is, it's 157.9, I think, per liter right now here. And it's supposed to go up another like 3 or 4 cents. So I definitely want to hit up the gas station before work. We have 50, 100, 120, 130, and 135. These envelopes are from Kristen at Intentional Living. They are gorgeous. I love them so much. And then we have eating out. Eating out is where I struggle the most. We're gonna do something that most people might say is crazy. We're gonna put $100 in here. So we're gonna do 20, 40, 60, and then 50, 60, 70. Wait a minute. Guys, this is pre-night shift brain. I realized that my counting skills were not even close. So we're gonna try this again. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then $95. Plus another 5 makes $100 in eating out this week. And hopefully that will get me through because I'm off the chain. I need to calm down. So with all that done, there's 2 more things that I want to do before we move into my bills, which is to stuff my monthly savings challenge and Saveopoly. So let me grab those. So this is where I keep my Saveopoly. Last week we rolled and got save $15. So we're just gonna throw 15 in here, and we're not going to keep this organized. We're just gonna put money in wherever, and we are gonna roll for next stuffing. Okay, here we go. It is a 6. So we were here. Is another save 15. So I will budget for $15 in our next stuffing. And we are not counting that. The goal is just to see how much we have at the end of the year. So this is our monthly savings challenge. We scratched 60 and 10 last time, so that's $70 we are putting in here today. So 50 and 70, we have already reallocated January's money. We will scratch 1 for this next pay period, and then we will leave the last one for our magic stuffing. So let us we'll do this one. All right, $20. So I will budget 20 for my monthly savings challenge next time. And this challenge came from Benson and Budgets. The cards all look the same, but they've got one for every month. And I'm really excited. January is dealt with, so February will get reallocated here shortly. And by that, I mean the time already in 2024 is just rolling. I don't know where it's going. Now on to bills. We will start with our bills buffer. There is $250 in the bank. I have to switch out this fully funded placeholder, but I just didn't have enough $100 placeholders. So that's why this is in here. But we are gonna add 5. And so there is now 265 in my bills buffer. This is just in case something is more than I expect it to be. Car payment is going to get 5. We don't currently have one, but we are just kind of adding a little bit here and there just to make it easier for when we do. We have $30 in car payment. I still have not heard about my car. It's driving me ballistic. End of story. Cell phone is going to get $45. So 40 and 5. And so we have 20, 40, 60, 85. I don't know why I budgeted for such a weird amount. I'll put $10 in here next time and call it square. Insurance is going to get 90. So we're gonna do 50, 70, and 90 in insurance. My power bill will get $110, so 110. Subscriptions is iCloud and Spotify. We are going to do 10 for this category. TV internet is getting $85. And so we'll do 50, 70, and then 15 makes 85. So in TV internet, we have 50, 100, 120, 140, 150, 160, 165, and 170, which is fully funded. Utilities is going to get $45. This is my water and sewer bill. So we are going to do 20, 40, and 5, which means in here now we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 320, 340, and 345. My goal is to have 550 by June, so it's definitely looking like we're on the downward stretch of that one. And that is it for my bills binder. Rolling into savings, we are going to start with my emergency fund. This week we're putting $30 in here. So 30. And currently that means we have 1,000, 2,000, 2,100, 2,200, 2,300, 2,320, 2,340, and 2,350 in my emergency fund. So we will roll for next week. I'm going to roll the D20. And we got 3. So 1, 2, 3 is $50 we're putting in here next time around. Nest egg is my general personal savings. We are doing $5 this week. So in here we have 100, 200, 300, 310, and 315. My parents also have their own savings. I'm saving $30 every stuffing for them. So we're gonna do 20 and 30, which means they have 50, 70, 90, 110, and 120 now. So in the spirit of sharing and being transparent, we've talked about kind of my parents' financial situation over the last little bit, just briefly. I'm not meaning to talk too much about what's up with that because that's their business. It's not anybody else's. But there was quite a struggle over the last 2-3 weeks because my dad has been diagnosed with cancer. And so we've been just trying to figure out how that's going to work. Where my mother has so many health conditions, she can't maintain a job. It's too hard on her. My dad is the only one that works. So we were wondering kind of what was going to happen if he would be able to work. Even just that was downstream issues, but it was going to be, does he have much time left? What's his prognosis going to look like? What's happening? Because the tumor that he had, I don't know if I told you guys that he had a big mass on his neck in the summer. They said that it was more cystic in nature, but he did have a biopsy done in December, and that's when they determined it was actually cancerous. And they said that was a secondary tumor. It wasn't even a primary site. So they've just been doing scans and things to locate where the cancer might have come from. They had said that if it was abdominal in nature, that there was no treatment option. So we were kind of getting ready to say our goodbyes. It was all very rushed. And I mean, it's hard from my perspective because working in the ICU as an RN, I know too much, but I also don't know anything at all. So I was waiting for test results and just imagining the worst as you do. But the results of the PET scan came back that they did last week, and they have determined that there is no primary tumor that they can see. So basically what happened is his immune system probably actually killed off the primary tumor, which is the best news that we could have had. And he's going to go to Halifax to get a consult by a surgeon there, and they are going to plan to remove the tumor in his neck within probably the next month or so. So I'm going to be doing probably a lot of driving and moving, and just things are going to be up in the air. And it still might not be good news. It might be a very aggressive cancer. Of course, it's sitting on all of his blood vessels and everything in his throat. So it's a pretty high risk area. There's a lot of blood flow to feed it. And just things are not great right now. So if I'm a little down or my posting is not on a regular schedule and you're wondering what the heck is going on, that's what's going on. I don't say this to ask for any sympathy or anything like that, but mostly just to like really be upfront with you and ask you to have some grace with me, please. That's kind of also why I didn't know if I was going to be going on the trip, because obviously if things were really bad and he didn't have much time left, going down south in March was not going to be something that I did. So right now, I think we're okay. I think it's a good distractor for me to go still on the trip. That's my current plan. I'll probably be taking some shifts off and doing all the things while Dad gets surgery and whatnot. And I don't have a time frame for that. I know that his consult in Halifax with the surgeon is happening on Tuesday. So shoot, I don't even know what day that is. Just sometime next week. So long story short, I'm sorry for rambling. I hope you guys understand. So we're going to put some money into TFSA now. We're going to get off of that sad topic because I do not want to cry today. I've cried enough over the last couple weeks. We are going to put $85 in my TFSA. And so we'll do 50, 70, 80, and 5. And this is kind of like your version of a Roth IRA. This is for my retirement. We have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 7,100, 7,200, 7,300, 7,350, 7,370, 7,390, 7,400, 7,410, and 7,415 in my TFSA currently. So the goal is to stuff this. I think my 100 envelope savings challenge will all go here at the end of the year to account for that, because the goal contribution is at least $7,000. And so we're working hardcore on that. And that means we are on our sinking funds. Now we are going to continue to call this binder my short-term sinking funds. I think in the moment, we did a lot of spending. Buffer is empty. We had $100 in there. That is just for like if I go over budget on any category. When I say that I blew the budget, I blew the budget. So it's gonna get $5. We're gonna work on building this back up, but I've already blown the budget already for the next period. But that's okay because I have all month to pay myself back, so I'm not too worried about it. Clothing, I emptied out. I spent every single dollar in here. We're gonna put $50 in there. And I have already spent this. Electronics is getting $5. I was trying to decide if I wanted to buy some AirPods or not. If you guys have AirPods, let me know what you think. I still have the wired headphones and they're fine. They work great, except for the fact that I have two different sets because the headphones for my iPad are different than my phone charger. I have that lightning charger now, the USB-C for the phone. And so I have to use different headphones with both of those devices, and it's kind of irritating. So that's the main reason I'm kind of considering changing, but I absolutely have no reason to do that. So if you have any suggestions, please drop them in the comments. In electronics, we have 100, 150, 160, and 165. Health is getting $5. So let's just throw that in there. Again, I haven't started using that tracker yet. This is from Budgets a Bloom. In health, we have 100, 200, $300, $410. And with all of the stress, my shingles flared up again. So I did get a prescription for some Valtrex, but I did spend that just out of my spending category. My cash envelopes, I kind of cheated. I didn't take it out of there. I do have an appointment with the doctor about getting my IUD replaced, and most of that money is going to be gone probably within the next month. Miscellaneous is going to get $5. I spent this too. Planner supplies is going to get $5. I did spend some money in here, not too much, so now it has $45, and I bought those savings challenges from Sophie, but I also bought a couple more that are coming from across the pond, so you will probably see those in the next couple of weeks. But I have no excuses. I have been just too spendy in general. Special occasions is going to get $5, and this is going to go towards Mother's Day. So I did fill in the tracker. Each heart is worth $5, and we have 30 in here plus the 5 we just added, so 35. We will color in one of these hearts today. And I'm just gonna flip that over so it doesn't get on my envelope. Splurge is getting $5. It only has 5 left from the spending I've done, so now it has 10 altogether. Stock Up is going to get $50, and that's all it has. And that is it for my short-term sinking funds. We will move on to my future binder next. So annual memberships. We are going to do $5 for CIBC. So that now has 15 in there. This is my credit card annual fee. So just scribble one of those in. The goal is 120 with this. So we have 15 there. Fireman's Lotto has nothing right now. Other has nothing. Plum Plus has nothing. Costco has 70. So that means we're at 85. And then Amazon is getting 5 to make 15, and 15 plus 85 is $100. So the math on that could not be any sweeter. Christmas is next. We have historically been stuffing $5 into most of these categories week by week, but right now what I want to do is I'm gonna put $20 in my brother's envelope. And so he has a total of 30. My sister-in-law has 10, so 40 bucks, plus 10 in my niece's 50. And then Decor Event Supplies has nothing. But for kids and parents, both have 10. So we're looking at $70 right now in Christmas. For a contingency plan. We have 20 in subscriptions, that's fully funded. For power bill, we are going to put $5 in there to make 35. And then utilities is going to get 5 to make 30. Mortgage has $680, that is fully funded. Cell phone has $95, that is fully funded. And TV internet is going to get $5 to make that 30. And then miscellaneous in 3 to 6 months has nothing right now. But car payment and insurance are both going to get $5. So car payment will have $20 in it. This is basically my 1 month ahead categories. And insurance will get the last 5 here to make 35. And I am loving these double-sided envelopes from Kristen over at Intentional Living. So that means we have $945 in contingency plan or month ahead. So next is for Polaris. This is my Kit Kat. He is going to get a decent amount of money, not crazy, but enough. So for spending, I spent a fair amount of money for him on just like treats and all the things. So we're gonna put $5 back in spending right now, which will make $10. Necessities is empty, but we are gonna put 15 in. So now this means we have 25 for Polaris. Vet visits has 200, that is all in the bank. And then his emergency fund is going to get $50 this week. Oh, shoot. All right, yeah. So his emergency fund is going to get 50 bucks. So 50 going in here. And that means that he has 500, 600, 700, 800, 850, 860, and 865 in his emergency fund. We are going to roll for next week. And because we are almost at the end of this challenge, we will use our 6-sided dice. And we got 3. So 1, 2, 3 is $20 that we will budget for next time. And finally, taxes is our last category in our future binder. This category, we're gonna do $90 in property tax. So 50, 70, and 90. So now we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,100, 3,150, 3,170, 3,190 in property tax. Our goal is $3,600 by probably the end of May. So 3,190. And then income tax, we're gonna add $10 in here. So let's do 10, and this will make this 50, 70, 80 in income tax. I'm hoping that I don't have to pay in this year. I did last year, but that was for a retro payment. My income tax does get taken out of my paycheck, but just in case I have a little bit of a need for a buffer is why that category exists. So plus 80 is 3,270 in taxes right now. All right, we're in the home stretch. So car maintenance is going to get $15. The detailing has 300 in the bank. New car has 10,500 in the bank. And then fees has 100. This is for my license renewal. That is in the bank. But we are going to add $5 to deductible. So now we have 100, 110, and 115 in here. We're aiming for 500. And then tires and service are both getting 5. Currently we're saving up for a set of rims. And so in tires, we have 50, 65. Service, we'll add 5. And that means in here we have 100, 200, 300, 320, 330, and 335 in my service category. $11,410 in here. So for home maintenance, we are going to start with home decor. That is going to get $5. So 50, 70, 85 now in there. Furniture will also get 5. So it has 65 in there. Renovations is going to get $5. And so it has 100, 200, 300, 310, and 315 in renos. Seasonal has 1,000 in the bank. I'm not adding anything to that today. And appliances and other are both going to get 5. So in appliances, we have 100, 200, 300, 350, 360, and 365. We give other 5, that means there is $45 in here. And so in home maintenance, we have $1,875 right now. And the one that everybody is probably most excited to see me stuff right now is Wanderlust. And yes, we are stuffing a pretty penny in here. We are not doing anything for pre-trip expenses at the moment. That is empty. Miscellaneous has 200. That's got my passport money in there for the renewal that I will do when I get back from my trip. Dining, though, is going to get $5. And so now that has 50, 70, 75, and 80 in dining. This will probably be one of my next priorities to fund that. Oh, 200 plus 80. And then fun is going to get $5. So we're going to do 5 here to make 45. Spending is not getting anything, but it does have 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, and 290. Okay. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that number, but I was not, just so we're all on the same page. Weekenders, I'm not giving anything right now. It's only got $5 in there. That can be a priority when I get back. And then we'll start with flights. Flights is going to get $120 today. And my goal, I think, was to save $750 in both categories. I think that's what I decided on. But we will see if we book the trip tonight. Obviously, we'll have a better idea and can budget more appropriately. But we're going to do 120. So now in flights, we have 500, 600, 700, 720, 740, and 750. So for now, I've reached the amount that I want to have in flights. And accommodations is last but not least, and that is getting the majority of the money. That is going to get $370 today. 1, 2, 3, 350, 370. And now in accommodations, that means we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 490, 500. Which means we have $1,870 in my Wanderlust category right now. And we will keep stuffing this one fairly heavily until I reach my goals. That is it for this cash stuffing. The money left in the tray is for savings challenges. If you enjoyed it, I'm sorry. I know this one was definitely a bit more rambly, but it wasn't half as all over the place as the last one was. So props, I guess. But it's just been really hectic, and especially where I picked up overtime, I am just a bit behind. So please bear with me. Thank you guys all for supporting. Honestly, you guys rock. I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but thank you so much for 750 subscribers. I never could have imagined that when I started. You guys are the best. I love interacting with you, commenting, and just generally showing you guys the love that you give back to me. So thank you so much for that. My goal at the end of this year, I think we all can figure out what it is. But I am just happy that many of you already support me, and I couldn't ask for more. So thank you. Have a lovely weekend, weekday, weeknight, whatever it may be. I'll see you when I see ya. Bye.